Hola Spain lovers, hola food lovers, Stuart here with another food review video. I've hopped in the car today and come to this restaurant that I have behind me here called De Juan. I'm on the side of one of Spain's major highways, the road that takes people from Madrid down to Valencia, called the A3. The restaurant is full of truck drivers and travelers, so I reckon the food is going to be good, and the reviews also say that the food in this restaurant is very, very good. So without further ado, let's go and sit down and get stuck into the food today. Vamos! Now we'll check out the meal of the day options that we have today. We've got a first course, second course, we've also got bread included, we've got drink included, we've got dessert or coffee, and it's on the screen now so you can see it there, or maybe it's on this side, I don't know. But we've got a chicken salad, we've got a chickpea dish with tripe, we've also got some stuffed peppers, and we've also got a soup which is a speciality in this part of the country, which is called Castilian soup. Second courses, we've got a garlic chicken dish, we've got a piece of crumbed steak, we've got fish of the day, we've also got a French omelette, and there are ribs that have been done in the oven, costilla al horno. And you can see the price on the screen now. So fairly simple, 4 choices to start with, 5 second choices, and also the bread, which is here on the table, the drink, which is a bottle of wine, the dessert or coffee. So fairly stock standard today, the 21st of October 2025. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into the meal today. Exactly what I'm going to order, I don't know. I think I'm going to go for the soup because I like that soup. I've had it before on the channel, one of my favorite soups here in Spain. And for the second course, a bit of a toss-up here. I'll probably go for the chicken because that is something that I like as well, or maybe for the ribs, don't know. Ahora te lo digo, sí. Mira, voy a probar la sopa castellana y luego, vale, y de segundo, ¿qué me dices? ¿Cuál es?
¿Cuál te recomiendo?
Sí.
Mira, yo te recomendaría el pollo al ajillo o el costillar al horno.
Costilla.
Son muy buenos.
Costillar.
¿Costillar?
Okay. Muy bien, perfecto.
Gracias.
Gracias. Now, one thing I've noticed about this restaurant already is that the service is very, very good. The young wait person that just took my order, very, very attentive, friendly as well. So thumbs up for that. And but again, it's all going to come down to the quality of the food today. She recommended the second course, which is the rib dish. So if it's as good as she says it is, I'm in for a treat this afternoon. So let's wait for the food to come out. While I'm waiting for the food, we'll have a look at some of the reviews. So in general, 4.3 out of 5, 3,273 reviews, so 4.3 is pretty good. We'll have a look at some of the more recent reviews, starting here with this one. Jose says service 5, location 5, no complaints there. Another one, 5 stars, spectacular food, lots of food and very pleasant service. High quality menu at a good price. Bravo, says Carlos. Jose, 5. Fernando, 5. And another one here, 4 stars. So in general, good reviews for this place. Looking around, it's a fairly simple restaurant. There's a picture of the town over there on the wall, some other decorations, and a view of, not really sure what the view is of, maybe some type of parking lot going on out there. One of the reviews that I saw yesterday on the internet when I was checking this place out said that there is a bit of a problem with the flies, and I've noticed there is one buzzing around me constantly. So if you came here in the summer months, flies could be an issue, but they're a problem all over Spain, let's be honest. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Now, let's pour some of this house wine. The bottle is cold, not sure what the quality is going to be like. I'm driving today, so I'm just going to have a sip. Let's see. Yeah, nothing to write home about as far as that wine is concerned. It's a wine from the local area here. It's a Madrid wine, as you can see there. And I wouldn't recommend it. It's one of these wines that you have to drink with some type of lemonade, what they call here in Spain casera. because the taste of that wine is pretty harsh, but then again, it's included in the price, so can't complain. Now, let's get stuck into the first dish today, the Castilian soup, Sopa castellana, and wow, the aromas that are coming off this soup are amazing, I will tell you that. I've had this soup on various occasions over the last year or so, and it never lets me down. And this soup highlights the flavors of this part of Spain, Castilla, the rich flavors of this part of the world. And as I said, the aromas, it's simple food, but it's incredibly tasty. We've got lots of different ingredients going on here. There's an egg in here, there's bread, we've also got bits of ham, and the broth, a garlic broth, which is absolutely outstanding. Let me try it. Wow, that is good. You can see some of the ingredients that we've got going on here. We've got that egg, we've got the bread, we've got garlic, and the flavors. It's perfectly seasoned, not overly salty, doesn't lack salt either, just perfect. And on a day like today, when it's a little bit overcast, it's been raining, a little bit foggy as well, this soup is absolutely perfect. Let's try the quality of the bread. Seems to be a decent piece of bread, I will say. Let's dip it in and see. And the colours of the soup also amazing. Yeah, the bread is decent quality as well. But the wine... All right, let's get some more of this soup. As you can see, it's a very thick soup. It's a hearty soup, and as I mentioned, it's perfect to warm you up on the cooler days in this part of the country. And believe me, the temperatures here can get quite low. And all of the different ingredients in here, all of the different textures combining, wow. And when you come to these roadside restaurants here in Spain, like this one, where the truckers pull in for their lunch, passers-by pull in for their lunch, you get decent portion sizes as well and a decent price. Now, let's see if I can finish this off, because this is a soup that fills you up very, very quickly. The last mouthful, done and dusted, bring on dish number 2. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Now, dish number 2 has arrived. This is the slow-cooked rib, and the first thing I'm going to say is that it's not a very big portion size. I think in this part of Spain, the last time I ate this dish, I had a lot more meat on the plate. Here it seems to be maybe half a rib or maybe 2 ribs. Not sure exactly what's going on here. We'll see in a moment. But portion size, a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but it is what it is, right? The presentation, as we can see here, nothing fancy, served with the ubiquitous patata frita here in Spain, or the fry, or the chip, whatever you want to call it. A little bit of a roasted capsicum that no doubt was roasted in the oven at the same time as this piece of rib. Now, the aromas, not bad, not a strong aroma coming off this. You can't really smell the garlic or the other ingredients that it has been cooked in. The wine that it has been cooked in also, which I imagine is part of the liquid that we have at the bottom. And let's see if indeed the rib is perfectly cooked, because there's nothing worse than tough meat when you eat a rib, right? Let's see. Let's get some of this on the plate. Slow cooked, so it should be tender. Let's see. Yeah, that is incredibly tender. It's also very, very flavoursome. You can taste the wine in the juice. That was the first thing that came out when I put it into my mouth. The taste of the wine, the taste of the juice, and also the meat that has been slow cooked, as I said, in that juice basting away. Again, portion size. Let's break it open and see exactly what we've got going on here. I will say that the meat falls off the bone very, very easily indeed. So we've got one bone. We've got another bone here. This would be pork ribs, I would say, given the size of those bones. So we've got 2 bones, 2 ribs, and here is the meat, which, as you just saw and I just mentioned, fell off the bone very, very easily indeed. Wow. Let's see. And again, this is simple food here in Spain at its best. Slow cooked pork ribs, wow. It's not too fatty, it's just about perfect as far as the meat-fat ratio is concerned, but the flavours, wow. Try the fries. Nothing to write home about. Packet fries, not freshly cut, not hand-cut fries, but the meat is the standout on this plate. It's tender, it's juicy, and most importantly, it's tasty. Now let's try this green pepper or capsicum, whatever you want to call it, with a bit of meat. It's okay, but it's on the plate for decoration, nothing more. Would I have preferred some other type of vegetable on this plate? Yes, but as you guys have seen with all of the food videos that I have done over the last year or so, not only here in Spain, but also in Portugal, you don't often get vegetables with your meals as a side. That is always chips, at least when you order the meal of the day. And I suppose the reasoning behind that is because it's what the locals want to eat with their meat. They want to eat chips. But personally, I would prefer some carrots, maybe some boiled potatoes, some steamed potatoes, maybe some Brussels sprouts, something a little bit different, something a little bit green. You know what I mean? Because the only greenery on this plate is this. Now, there's only one thing left to do, and that is mock some of this bread up in the juices on the plate, and this is going to be an absolute treat. Look at that. Dish number 2 done and dusted. Bring on dessert. Now the restaurant here is starting to fill up. It's 20 to 2, and we've got probably 50% of the tables busy at the moment. The majority of people, truck drivers and workers in the local area, I would say. But that's always a good sign, because you know that the food is going to be good and it's going to be reasonably priced as well. Muchas gracias. Now, dessert has arrived, and I've gone for something exotic today. I've gone for panna cotta. Obviously, panna cotta I don't think originates from Spain. I think it's an Italian dessert, but it's one of my favorite desserts, and that is why I have ordered it today. A bit sick of eating the cheesecake that you typically get in places like this, so panna cotta is what I've chosen today. And let's see if it's as good as some of the panna cottas that I have tried in recent times. Let's see. Certainly appears to be creamy. Absolutely. The textures are good. Not too sweet. For some reason, it comes with this cream on the side. I don't think I'll be eating that, because I want to try and maintain my waistline. But overall, a decent dessert and the perfect way to finish the meal today. And let me know, do you guys normally order dessert or coffee when you come to a place like this? Because you have the choice, dessert or coffee. Sometimes you'll get offered both, but nowadays the tendency seems to be either one or the other. So dessert is finished. Time for my final thoughts and rating on the food today. It's getting a little bit noisy in here because it's starting to fill up, so I'll do that part of the video outside. Stay tuned. Now, I've just noticed that there's one of these old-fashioned scales over here for people that come into this restaurant, eat too much and want to weigh themselves when they come out. Check this out. Haven't seen one of those scales for a long time. So, time for my final thoughts on the restaurant experience today, and I'll just say that the place has become very, very busy. When I first walked in, there was only one other person sitting down having lunch, and now the restaurant is completely full. So, a popular place, I will say. This one here, De Juan restaurant in the Madrid province, I think, but on the border with Cuenca. So, the total price was 14 euros for the meal of the day. The first course was the Castilian soup, and it was as I expected it to be. Nothing fancy, it's a simple meal, it's a hearty meal, very, very flavoursome, and I recommend that if you see that on a menu here in Spain, in this part of the country, try it. You will not regret trying that soup. Obviously, if you're a vegetarian, it's not something for you, but if you like a bit of meat in your soup with the bread as well, the garlic and all of the different flavours in there, try that soup. 4.2. The second thing that I ate today was the plate of slow-cooked pork ribs. Beautifully cooked, slow-cooked pork ribs. You saw how easy the meat fell off the bone. fantastic, no complaints whatsoever. I did have a complaint when the plate first came out that it was a little bit small, but on second thoughts, I reckon it was the perfect size. Again, 4.2 out of 5. The dessert, I went international with the dessert choice today, choosing the panna cotta. I'm a little bit sick of the traditional desserts here in Spain, so that's why I chose the panna cotta. No complaints, 4 out of 5. The worst part of the meal today was the wine. It was an absolute shocker, so 2.5 out of 5, but then again it's included with the meal, so I can't really be complaining. And the highlight of the meal was the service from the wait person, whose name is Noelia. 4.5 out of 5 for the service today. Absolutely fantastic. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Let me know what you think of the meal that I have eaten today. Was it good value for money? 14 euros. Let me know in the comment section below. Is it something that you would eat on your travels here in Spain? Also let me know in that comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video when I publish it. Until the next one, hasta luego from Spain.